Hello, this is Mayor Tony Young, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to look at this video. I'm speaking with you today because this coming week, the 19th through the 25th, will be the Florida League of Cities Florida City Government Week. And it's a special occasion, and the City of Vero Beach has taken the opportunity this year to recognize it in a special way, and I wanted to talk to you about that and also some of the neat things that you need to know in regards to our special place that we call home. First of all, the Florida League of Cities each year has this occasion in October for the cities to celebrate who they are. And what better way to do that than take the opportunity to reach out to the people and explain a little bit about who we are, and that's what I'll do today. The activities that the city has planned are pretty neat. First of all, a couple of council members and I will be doing videos to help address matters that we love about our town. The second thing is each one of the council members will be reaching out to the schools, and they will be speaking about this book called The City That Talks, and it's for elementary schools. And it basically talks about the things that we take for granted. And folks are amused because one of the things you can ask your kids or ask fellow people, you know, what happens when you flush the toilet? It's pretty important. And guess what? The City of Vero Beach takes care of your poop, amongst many other things. The other thing that we have going on is the normal city proclamation. You hear about that on Veterans Day, on important events. And so we'll take the opportunity to recognize what that means to Florida and to us. And then finally, I want to bring attention to our scavenger hunt. And that's really important because we will have these available for people to pick up, and you will, or your children, go to different locations throughout the city, like the Citrus Museum, or maybe the train station, or Dodgertown, or even over at J.C. Park, and fill out answers. And the first 5 people that fill out the form correctly and submit it back to us will be recognized with a special gift that we'll provide you. And the forms will need to be completed by the 27th of October. So, good stuff. Now, you want to say, well, you know, what makes Vero Beach unique? Well, this is a guide from the Florida League of Cities. And to show you how incredible cities are, in Florida, villages, cities, town are all the same equation. And they range in size from the biggest one, which is Jacksonville, that has a population of over 900,000 people, to the littlest town. And one of the littlest towns has less than 10 people. And for old timers, it's over at Weeki Wachee. So that's pretty impressive. And if you think about locally, Vero has about 18,000 people. The big man on the block in the Treasure Coast is a new upstart, Port St. Lucie, which was incorporated in 1961. And they have about 186,000 people. So one of the big guys. So if you think about Vero, there are many things you could think about, but one of the things that I want to draw your attention to is a little bit more specifics. I mentioned the population. We have about 13 square miles, and we've got a water plant that has about 14 million gallons per day that it handles. We get a wastewater plant with 4.5 million gallons, which is a whole lot of excrement. We've got a marina. We've got a bunch of parks as well as beaches, and most of you could name our beaches, but in addition to that, I may have forgotten, but we also have our airport, which is really important. The other things I want to really quickly note is the officials. Who are the people that maintain the city? The day-to-day affairs are run by our city manager, Monty Falls. The legal matters are our attorney, John Turner, and all of our records is Tammy Clerk, and a bunch of other really dedicated staff members. And then our council members, we are like most towns in Florida. We've got 5 members in our city council. Of course, I'm the mayor. The vice mayor is Laura Moss, with Robbie Brackett, Ray Neville, and Joe Graves as council members. So those are the policy folks that look over it. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, as we celebrate Florida City Government Week, to join in. One of the most recent petitions that went out was people to help with the Three Corners Committee. But in addition to that, we've got an airport commission, if you're interested, an architectural review commission, a finance commission, historical downtown, the marine commission, planning and zoning, tree beautification, utilities, and one of my favorites because of my years in the Army, and that's Veterans Memorial Island. So next week, we'll be busy celebrating being a municipal government, and quite simply, that is the government that's closest to the people. And the only reason we're here is because the people of Vero Beach wanted what we provided. And that began in 1919 when we were Vero, and then 6 years later when we became Vero Beach and Indian River County separated from St. Lucie County. But thank you for taking the opportunity to look at this. Again, next week, 19 to 25 September, will be our Florida City Government Week, and then we will recognize the Scavenger Hunt winners on the election day, which is 3rd of November. So very, very appreciative to y'all, and thank you for taking the time to watch.
Welcome to Vero Beach. I'm Laura Boss, Vice Mayor and former Mayor. Vero was founded in 1919 and became Vero Beach in 1925, when it also became the seat of the County of Indian River. Formerly, it had been part of St. Lucie County. Cities are established through charters. Each city has its own charter. That's a legal document that defines how the city will function and the positions within the city. For example, we have 3 charter officers, and each of their positions is described within the charter. We have a city clerk, a city attorney, and a city manager. But at the top of the organization chart is always the people. And directly below the people is City Council. We are the elected officials. We are your elected representatives. And there are 5. There are 5 people serving on City Council, 2-year terms for each of those individuals. The mayor is selected by those 5 people. Mayor and vice mayor both are selected by those 5 people. I encourage everyone to participate in the process. Please vote. It's so important, local government. And I think we've learned that, especially recently, going through this period of COVID, that we've seen how important local government is. So I encourage everyone to vote. And for those with the time or a special interest in the city, I recommend that those people become involved in commissions. The city has a number of advisory boards and commissions that you are very welcome to be a part of. And it's quite a range of topics that are covered. You can check that on the city's website, which is covb.org. But it ranges from anything to recreation, to planning and zoning, to code enforcement. There's quite a range of opportunities for those people who want to learn more about the city and become more a part of it. And traditionally, by the way, these boards and commissions have been a starting point for people who want to run for city council, who wish to take elected position. And I encourage people with any interest in that area to be a part of a board and commission and to run for office. I mean, I have to say for myself, this is not something that I had thought of initially, but it's been such an honor and a true joy to serve the city in this manner as an elected official of the city. I mean, you learn things about the city and about the community, and you gain insights that you would never have any other way. I mean, it's really been a joy, and you just love the city more than ever. So I encourage everyone to become involved in whatever capacity you choose. And again, a good starting point is the city website, covb.org, where you will find a wealth of information on the City of Vero Beach. Thank you.